This is apparently the old machinery, the original machinery, or reproduction of same, like those huge gears. Can't tell whether those are reproductions or real. Referred to as the haulage room. Even the floor is scalloped to accommodate the slope when you're walking on it. This will give you a rough idea of the angle that we're at right now. This is the extremely well developed area up on top. That's this way. This, I think, is the map of the walking trail and driving road. Your topo map. This should be a pretty walk down through this area. My guess is that the people who live up here are well heeled. Whether this is a natural feature or not. While there are many dogs on this trail, particularly this time of day, there isn't any dog crap. This may be because the people are very responsible, or there's a maintenance lady on the trail. Cars drive here though. Typical Chinese. We're on the opposite side of the main part of Hong Kong Island. Escapee from the bird garden, no doubt. Little parklet areas. Also pull-outs for the cars because they go in both directions, believe it or not. Always beautiful. The quiet and the solitude up here, except for the occasional car, is a beautiful contrast to certainly Kowloon and even Hong Kong. Down below is the Pak Phu Lam Reservoir, which in 1859 was thought to be the most imaginative solution to getting fresh water for Hong Kong. The water drained off this mountain slope, of course, collected there and then moved by aqueduct to Hong Kong. Results of a contest. And here, quite a lovely park extension area. Here's a place for sale. Imagine the cost of this. A simple condo at the top of one of those buildings is several million. This is interesting because the house looks like it's filled with bric-a-brac and not that major a house, but anything up here is probably major. There is a limit apparently to where they can drive their cars. So it's interesting to look at one of these trees again, because what I realized, I didn't realize before, is that when it sends off a branch way off to the side, it can't support itself. So it's dropped down these tendrils, if you will, which then become supporting trees or roots or beams or whatever you want to call it for that extended limb. I think I'm at the southwest corner of the island. Get a little perspective. There's a big tanker out there. And then these smaller ships, I don't know what they are, maybe barges or something. On the flight in, huge tankers moored out in the ocean somewhere. So it's the black kite that I've been seeing. And most recently this black-throated laughing thrush. Here's a spectacular view panning the north of Hong Kong Island over to Kowloon. Here's a spectacular pan from the north side of Hong Kong Island across to Kowloon. Two highest buildings are still a little bit above me. Apparently most, if not all, of the rocks surrounding us, me, including this mountain in the center of Hong Kong Island, is volcanic origin, going back 175 million years, along with uplifting and the melting of the ice ages which flooded in this harbor. There in the center, the convention center. Somewhere down there behind the huge building is the Star Ferry dock. It almost looks like I'm level with that building, but I think it's still maybe 10 stories higher than I am. And of course the one over there is much, much higher than I am. The razor wire would suggest that once again I'm not invited. Here a stone chunk. Here a chunk of the stone wall that may be most original. This, I think, is the map of the walking trail and driving road. Your topo map. I wonder if the originators of the tram up to the top could ever imagine that this structure would be its upper base. And down.
呢個係白沙道站，乘客請下車。這一站是百家道。
Here's the lovely entrance to Hong Kong Park.